We're going to take a minute and look at how to add in a piece of evidence. Remember that your evaluator will be adding in evidence and rating it for you as well during the observation process. But if you would like to add in a piece of evidence, or if your evaluator requests that you do so, this is how you do it. If you come over in Inspired to the Cite part of the system, you will see that there is a blue button that says Add Evidence. When you click that button, a screen will pop up that will give you the options for adding your evidence. Because you are adding this evidence, make sure that the blue line is under Employee Collected. If you have another option to the side which says Evaluator Collected or something different, just click on Employee Collected to make sure that the blue line is under that section. In the next box, you can actually type out what the piece of evidence is about. So I'm going to be uploading our Castleview Professional Development Plan. So I'm just going to put a quick note in here that says that this is our CVHS PD plan for 2016-2017. This is just a note that tells what it is. You are welcome to write as much or as little as you would like in this box. Next, I'm going to actually attach my piece of evidence. I can do that in several different ways. I can upload a PDF or Word document file by clicking on File. I can select a unit that I have built in Inspired Education by clicking Link to Unit and then selecting a unit. Or I can go to my Google Drive and I can actually choose a file using my Google Drive. That is what I'm going to choose to do. So I've highlighted Google Drive. I'm now going to choose the file, and you will see that my Google Drive pops up right here. You might need to click Allow if a pop-up button pops up. If you've never done this before, it might be asking permission to access your Google Drive. In that case, you can just click Allow or Continue, and then you will see your drive. I am then going to search for the document I would like. And there it is, CVHS PD Plan 2016-2017. I'm going to click that. Wait just a moment. And there it is. Now you can see that it has gone into my Google Drive and the system has PDF'd this document for me, and it is now uploaded into Inspired. The next step is for me to actually choose the elements I feel relate to this piece of evidence. I will do that by looking below where it says Rated Elements. So for this particular piece of evidence, I am going to click the pieces that I feel relate to this piece. So for example, in the section 1 for me, mine is different than yours because I'm on a different rubric, but you will see all the elements for teachers under 1 listed here. I'm going to go ahead and choose that this particular plan meets 1.5, and you will see it populate either below or to the side, depending on how big your screen is. I'm going to go ahead and go to Staff Developer, which is my number 2 element. And my piece of evidence does several of these different pieces, so I'm going to go ahead and click those. I'm going to go to Collaborative Leadership, and I'm going to tag the different pieces that I feel work with that one. Culture and Climate. I'm going to go ahead and mark that one. And then finally, the last one, Professionalism. I'm going to go ahead and mark the pieces that I feel relate to this piece of evidence. Once I've marked everything that I would like to mark for this particular piece of evidence, I'm going to scroll to the bottom. Don't worry about the pieces in gray. This is where your evaluator will actually rate the evidence for you. You don't do anything with these. If you accidentally add something that you didn't mean to add, you can just click on the X and it will take it away. So I scroll on past all of this. Then I need to think about whether or not this piece of evidence actually relates to the goals that I've set in the system for this year. I do feel that this particular piece of evidence does relate to my first goal, so I'm going to go ahead and click that. If it doesn't, that's okay. Just leave those blank. Then I have a couple of options here at the bottom. If I save as draft, that means that this piece of evidence stays in my system and does not go to my evaluator yet. So they will not be able to see what you have added. If you are ready to send it to your evaluator to be rated, you will want to make sure that you click Save. So once you do that, your evaluator will, it takes just a second, your evaluator will get that piece of evidence. And now when you look back at your dashboard on Inspired, you can see that I have numbers next to my different elements. That means that I've put in a piece of evidence for those particular pieces and how many elements I've tagged. So I tagged 1 for professional learning, 4 for staff developer, etc. You can then add another piece of evidence if you like, or call it good for the day. It's up to you. Please let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.